Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 postseason is on the air. We are back at Candlestick Park. This is Game 4 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. The Giants lead this series 2-1. The Cubs won Game 3, and now they would like to tie this series up, guaranteeing a return trip to Wrigley Field. A win by the Giants tonight, a chance to clinch in Game 5. So we'll see what happens tonight as these two teams go after each other. And once again, and so far it's been an interesting series. The visiting team has won every game so far. But what will happen tonight as the Giants and the Cubs have their best pitchers on the mound for this matchup? We will find out. Ben Witz is first to join us here at Candlestick Park. So, can the Giants take a 3-1 series lead and try to wrap it up in Game 5? Or will a win by the Cubs guarantee a return trip to Wrigley? Let's find out and see what happens. Phoenix Knight now joins us here at Candlestick Park. Let's start it up. Starting pitcher for the San Francisco Giants. Their number 1 starter, Hall of Famer, Juan Marichal. He is 2-0 for the postseason, is yet to lose a game. So we get to the top of the first. Once again, not an empty seat at Candlestick Park. And it is a neutral park, but does favor hitting. 138 home runs and adds 3 to walks. Let's get to the top of the first. Leading off for the Cubs is a shortstop, Don Kessinger, batting .291 for the playoffs. We're going to use black, white, and orange dice. Giants are the home team. Once again, every seat is full here at the Stick. A chance for the Giants to go up 3-1. Or will the Cubs tie it up at 2-2? Only inside pitch. Nose. Marichal, 2-1 against a switch left. That's a strikeout plus 10. And that is a swing and a miss, struck him out. First strikeout by Marichal. He had 205 of them in 69. Next batter is the second baseman, Glenn Beckert. Beckert batting .407 for the postseason. Marichal, 6-1 against a righty. It's a blank. Beckert, 5-1, and that's a fly to right field. And Bobby Bonds will come up to it and make the catch. 2 down. And yes, I know the Mets start in about 35 minutes. I do have the score thing right here. You guys don't have to give me any updates. I can see it here. Next batter is the left fielder, Hall of Famer, Billy Williams. He's struggling this postseason, only batting .108. Marichal, 4-3. That's a blank. Williams, 1-4. Grounder right back to Marichal. Marichal will get that one, toss it over the first, and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cubs, and we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Now, the Mets playing the Giants in the real-life NLCS. The last time the Mets played the Giants in the playoffs was 2015 in the National League Division Series. We won that one. But the last time the Mets played the Dodgers in the National League Championship Series, 1988. And that 88 team was actually better than the 86 team. They just didn't make the World Series. Starting pitcher for the Chicago Cubs, their number 1 starter, Bill Hands. And he is 0-3 for the postseason. He's looking for his first win. Leading off for the Giants is the right fielder, Bobby Bonds, batting .280 for the playoffs, and he's got 3 bombs. Hands, 3-2, hit by pitch, plunk, ouch. And the first thing he does is he hits Bonds. He'll be hit by a pitch, and that is the first hit batter of the game. And that will bring up the second baseman, Ron Hunt. He's batting .400 for the postseason. He's way overachieving. Yep, where they have Bucky Bleeping Dent for the Red Sox, we have Mike Bleeping Scioscia for that. Infield a double play. Strategy, nothing on the 7. Bonds will stay put. Hunt actually gets, does Hunt get the Does he get the hit and run? Yes, he does. And that's not a bad idea. Hit and run is on. Hands, 6-5 against a righty. A home run result against a righty. Hunt needs a 2, but at a hit and run, it becomes a 1. It would have missed anyway. That's a 3. Hunt, 4-4, and instead he grounds it to short. 1-1-1. Second base pivot, Beckert 0, but there's not going to be a double play, and Bonds' base running rating becomes a 7 because you add 2 for a hit and run. Bonds will automatically make second. The throw goes to first. I don't even have to roll the die. So Bonds on a hit and run will get to second base, and that will be a fielder's choice, 1 down. And the next batter will be Hall of Famer, greatest overall player of all time, center fielder, Willie Mays. Willie Mays is batting .305, and he's got a couple of bombs. John Haverly joins us here at Candlestick Park. Strategy roll, Bonds will stay put. Hands, 6-5 against a righty. Home run result against a righty. Mays needs a 13. That's a 6. And that one, well, that might have wound up in the San Francisco Bay. Kaboom! High, deep, gone. Say hey, kid gets a 2-run bomb. Stadium cheers. Yay! Willie Mays gets a 2-run bomb. It's his 3rd home run of the postseason, and the Giants start off 2-0, and Hands pitched him an absolute grapefruit, and he turned that into fruit salad. Way out of here. And now the batter is the first baseman, Stretch Willie McCovey. He's batting .250 for the playoffs, and he has a couple of bombs. Hands will pitch. Hands, 3-5, strikeout, that's high. McCovey, 5-4, that's a fly ball to left. Billy Williams will get to that one and put it away for the second out. 2 outs, and now the third baseman, Jim Davenport. He's only batting .137 for the playoffs. Hands will pitch. Hands, 5-3, walk, 8. That is ball 4. He'll walk Davenport. So Davenport will draw a base on balls. First walk given up by Hands. He had 65 of them in 69. And now we'll see the left fielder, Ken Henderson. He is batting 4 for 19 for the postseason. He does have a couple of bombs. Davenport on it first. He'll stay there. Hands, 1-2, strikeout, 15 is high. Henderson, 3-6. That's a fly ball to right field. And Jim Hickman says he'll get to that, make the catch, and retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 hit batter, 1 walk, a 2-run bomb by the Say Hey Kid. 2-0 Giants after 1. And once again, Bill Hands, he had a 2.49 ERA in 69. And in this postseason, he has not pitched his ERA. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Cubs is the Hall of Famer, third baseman, Ron Santo. He's batting .300, and he does have a bomb. Marichal, 3-2, walk. That will be ball 4 easily. He'll walk Santo. So it will be the first walk given up by Marichal. He only had 47 of them at 69 in 300 innings pitched. That's pretty darn good. Infield a double play. Doug Hunt joins us here at Candlestick Park. Next batter is the first baseman. Let's play 2, Ernie Banks. He's batting .219 for the playoffs. He does have 2 home runs. Santo, that's a 20. Marichal fires to first. Nope, Santo will get back. Marichal very good at pickoffs in 69. Marichal, 6-5. That's at the park. Candlestick Park. 1-3. It's a single plus to center field. Santo will automatically make third. Banks has got to try for second. Base runner 1. Mays a zero arm. Banks will get to second on a 1. And he won't. He'll go back to first. But Banks will get a single, and that will put runners at the corners for the catcher, Randy Hundley. He's batting .231 for the playoffs, and he does have a bomb. Infield's going to play a double play depth. They're not going to try to turn it. They're not going to try it here. So runners at the corners, 2-0 in favor of the Giants. Strategy roll, Banks stays put. Marichal, 2-5, walk. Yes, that's ball 4, and the bases are full of Cubs. So now the Cubs got something going on here with the bases loaded. Second walk issued by Marichal, and it will bring up the right fielder, Jim Hickman. Hickman batting .072 for the playoffs. He does have a home run. And now they're going to play the infield in and try to turn the 2. Marichal will pitch. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 12. Marichal will deal. Marichal, 3-1. Strikeout 11. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll be the second strikeout for Marichal. And that is 1 out. So now 1 out. The infield will stay in. And now the center fielder, Don Young. Young is batting .347 for the playoffs. He does have a home run. So he's doing well. They will go ahead and keep it the infield in. Strategy, nothing on the 5. Marichal looking in on Young. Fans here at the stick. Very happy the Giants took a quick lead. They don't want to give it up so fast. Marichal, 1-5. That's a blank. Young, 1-1. Fly ball center field. That's going to be caught by Mays for out number 2. Young, a sacrifice fly of 0. Hit to center +2. And it'll score Santo. Deep enough, Santo will come in to score. Banks will stay at second base. He will not try to go, will not try to go to third, but the Cubs do get a run. It's 2-1. So Don Young does get a sacrifice fly to bring in the run. A sacrifice fly to center. And it will bring up the pitcher, Bill Hands. Hands an .092 average and 3 RBIs in 69. Infield is now back, but now it's a 2-1 ball game. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Marichal will pitch. Marichal, 5-2. Wild pitch, yes! And the runners will move up. So Banks will move to third, Hundley to second on a wild one. First wild pitch by Marichal. And they'll re-roll the strat. And again, nothing will happen. Marichal will pitch to Hands. But now runners at second and third, but they'll still pitch here. Marichal will deal. Marichal, 6-4, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out, and that will retire the side. Third strikeout for Marichal, but the Cubs get 1 run on 1 hit, a couple of walks, and a sacrifice fly. We go to the bottom of the second. At least the Cubs did get something out of that. Bottom of the second, leading on for the Giants is the catcher, Dick Dietz. And he's been a pleasant surprise. He is batting only .191, but he's got 2 home runs in the playoffs. Hands, 1-3, strikeout, got him on the 8th. And that will be the first K for Hands. 1 down. And now the shortstop, Hal Lanier, future manager, batting only .191 as well for the playoffs. Hands, 3-4. That is a blank. Lanier, 5-4. Popped out to short. And Kessinger says he'll take it. And he will for out number 2. And now the Giants pitcher, Juan Marichal. Not a bad hitter. .138 average and 3 RBIs in 69. Hands. 2-1. Pitcher result, and that 5 is going to be an automatic out. And it will be a grounder to short, handled there by Kessinger. He'll throw it over to first and retires aside. A much better inning for Hands. It's 2-1 after 2. Top of the third. Leading off for the Cubs will be Don Kessinger, and he is 0 for 1. Marichal will pitch. Marichal, 6-5. That's at the park. Candlestick, 4-1. And that is hit to right, but getting over there will be Bonds. And he will get to it for the out. Next batter is Beckert. He is 0 for 1. Marichal, chips and deals. 3-4. Range play. Beckert, 6-1. That's a ground ball right back to Marichal. Marichal was excellent. His range is a 5. That is a 1. He makes that easily. Gets off the mound and tosses it over to first for the out. Marichal, very good range off the mound. And now here's Williams. Williams is 0 for 1. Marichal, 5-4. Error on a grounder. Williams, 3-1. Nope, that's hit the left field. But that's going to be over there for Henderson. And he will make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cubs. And we will go to the bottom of the third. Yes, pitchers that play defense are sexy. Leading off for the Giants will be Bobby Bonds. He got hit by a pitch his first time up and scored on the Mays bomb. Hands, 2-4. That's a blank. Bonds, 1-3. Hit the center field. Coming in as Young, and he will make the play. Here's Doug Hunt's cousin, Ron Hunt. Cousin twice, I think twice or 3 times removed. And Hunt is 0 for 1. Hands. 4-1. Range play at the park. Candlestick. 1-5. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Santo. His range is a 4. He won't get it. And that's going to be a base hit. So Ron Hunt will get a single. Just barely got out of the range of Santo. And Hunt has his first hit of the ball game. And now here's Mays, infield double play. Mays hit a bomb his first time up. He has 3 home runs in this playoffs. Hunt on it first. Strategy, he'll stay there. Hands, 6-3, walk. And yeah, that's ball 4 easily. And now the Giants have 2 men on. Now Hands was maybe very cautious with Mays. But now you go from Mays, who didn't hit that many home runs in 69, to McCovey, who hit 45 of them. McCovey is 0 for 1. Runners at first and second for the G-men. 2-1 on the scoreboard. Giants lead the game. 2-1 in the series. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 11. Hands will pitch. Hands, 5-1. Strikeout, 15. That is too high. McCovey, 5-3. And that's a ground ball to short. 2-2-3. Second base pivot, Beckert 0. 1-3 double play. They got it. Side retire. 6-4-3 double play. No runs, a hit, and a walk. Stays 2-1 in favor of the G-men. As Hands gets the twin killing. Top of the fourth. Leading off for the Cubs will be Ron Santo. He walked his first time up. Marichal will pitch. Marichal, 6-4, strikeout 11. That just missed. Santo, 6-6. That's a fly to left. And it will be Henderson getting to that. And he will make the play. 1 down for Banks. Banks got a single his first time up. Marichal, 3-2. Walk. The 15 is high. Banks. 1-4. That's a grounder to third. Over there is Davenport. Davenport will take care of that and toss it over, 2 down. And now Hundley. Hundley walked his first time up. Marichal. 5-5. That's a blank. Hundley. 3-3. And against a righty, he hits one into left. But that's going to stay up there easily. Henderson will get to that one. And he'll make the catch and retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Cubs. And Marichal pitching very well. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Hands is actually not doing too bad either in this game. The 2-run homer really was his only mistake so far. Bottom of inning 4. Here's Jim Davenport leading off for the Rice-A-Ronies. Hands will go ahead and pitch. Hands 6-2 blank. Davenport 1-4 fly out to center, and Don Young will come to that one, and he'll make the play. 1 down. And here's Henderson. Henderson is 0 for 1. Hands looking in. And 5-1, strikeout 10, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is the second strikeout for Hands. 2 away. It'll bring up Dietz. Dietz is 0 for 1. Hands looking in on Dietz. Fans here at the stick would like to see something more than just a 2-1 lead. Hands 2-5, strikeout 13 will be too high. Dietz 5-4, and against a righty, it's grounded to third. Santa will go ahead and get it. Take his time, toss it over, and retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Giants. We actually have a pitcher's duel here. It's 2-1 after 4. Combined ERA of these two pitchers is 4.5. So you should get a low-scoring game, but with these two. Marichal had a 2.10 ERA in 69, one of his best years. Top of the 5th, as David Vega joins us here at Candlestick Park. Jim Hickman leads off for the Cubs, and he is 0 for 1. Marichal will pitch. 2-2 against a righty. It's a blank. Hickman, 2-3, and he hits one to center field. That's a 13, and against a righty, that's just going to miss. And it's going to be Mays near the wall, but he'll make the catch. Wow, Hickman just missed a bomb by 2 feet, or maybe 2 or 4 feet, as Mays just had enough room, 1 away. And now here's Young. Young is 0 for 1. Marichal, 5-6, strikeout 14. That just missed. Young, 3-3, base hit for Young. He'll get a single past short. So Young gets a hit. It will now bring up Hands. Hands is being called for the bunt. Corners are going to be in. And strategy roll is on. Hands is going to bunt this ball. Marichal, 4-5. That's a pitcher result, but that is ignored. So the bunt is on here. So Bill Hands will bunt it, and that is bunted right to first base. He is in, so his bunt rating becomes a 1, and that is an 18, and that's bunted too hard. So it's going to be like a ground ball double play if second only defense choice. So it was hit to a batter that was in, to a runner that was in, so there's no chance of a first to second, first double play. So they could try for the runner. There, Don Young's got a base running rating of 4, and the runner, his rating is actually increased. They're going to take the out. So Don Young is going to go to second base, and Hands will be out at first, as he will be gone ahead and tagged out by the baseman, by the first base. So 2 down. So Young, it will be a good sacrifice bunt anyway. on a sacrifice hit to first. If that was hit like to the pitcher or someone who was not in, that would have been a chance. But Young will get to second base, so it is a good bunt. And now a batter for Kessinger. Kessinger is 0 for 2. 2 men down, top of the fifth. Giants lead 2-1. Strategy roll. Young stays at second. Marichal, 1-1, strikeout 7, called strike 3 on Kessinger, and he is mad. And that is going to be the 4th strikeout for Marichal, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit. Kessinger thought that was outside. The umpire says, no, you're outside. Batter X, you're also out. Go take a seat. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Hal Lanier will lead off for the Giants. He's 0 for 1. 2-1 ball game. Giants lead this series 2-1. Giants trying to win it and a chance to clinch in game 5 at home. Hands. 5-4. Blank. Lanier. 2-4. Fly out to center. And that's going to be Young to get there. And he will make the catch. 1 down. Next up is Marichal. He's 0 for 1. Hands. 4-1. Range play at the park. Candlestick. 2-2. Now that's a home run to the pull side. Marichal has 0, so no chance. But it is a range play at the park, which means that ball is hit to left field. So going after that is Billy Williams. Williams' range is a 3. Since it's off a home run chant, if he doesn't make it, it's an automatic double. He will make the catch. 2 down. Nice play by Billy Williams. As he takes a double away from Marichal, he actually got enough to get it out there. But there are 2 away, and now here comes Bonds. Mike C. joins us here at Candlestick Park. Bonds is 0 for 1, got hit by a pitch. Hands, looking up, and he will pitch. Hands, 2-3, walk, ball 4. Bonds will trot to first easily. So Bonds keeps the inning alive. That is the 3rd walk issued by Hands. And now a chance for Hunt. Hunt is 1 for 2, a single. Bonds on at first. And he gets the steal sign. Might not be a bad idea. 18, though. 18 minus 3 is 15. Huntley minus 2 is 13. You don't want to run yourself out of the inning. Hunt can hit the ball. They're going to let Hunt bat. They'll call off the steal. Bond stays at first. Hands will pitch. Hands. 6-1 against the righty. Strikeout plus 10. That's a 12. It wouldn't have mattered. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. 3rd strikeout for Hands. Nothing across except a walk. Tight game 4 here in the NLCS. 2-1 Giants after 5. Giants trying to make it where game 5 would be a clincher. Cubs trying to guarantee a trip back to Wrigley. We go to the top of the 6th. Leading off for the Cubs will be Glenn Becker. He is 0 for 2. Marichal, he'll pitch. Marichal, 2-6 against a righty. Strikeout, 9 is high. Becker, 2-3, and that's grounded to 3rd. That'll be handled by Davenport, and he will toss it over. Next up is Williams. Williams is 0 for 2. He is having a very rough postseason. Marichal, 6-2, error on a throw. Williams, 4-3. That's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to McCovey. His error rating is an 8. That is a 9. He bobbles it, holds on to it. Marichal comes over to receive the throw and got him. 2 away. McCovey's made a number of errors at first base. He will not make one here on the 9. 2 away. So a ground out to first. Now the batter is Santo with 2 outs. Santo is 0 for 1 with a walk. Marichal, he will deal. Marichal, 5-5, blank. Santo, 1-3, and it's hit to right field, but plenty of room for Bonds, and he'll hit towards the line. He'll make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cubs, and we go to the bottom of the sixth. And Marichal let him back into the lineup after that game a few weeks back. Yeah, you don't put 45 home runs on the bench. That's why you let him in there. Bottom of the sixth inning, the say hey kid, Willie Mays leads off. He is 1 for 1, a bomb and a walk. 2-1 Giants now, bottom of the sixth. Hands. 6-4 against the righty, strikeout, and that will get Mays. Swing and a miss, struck them out. Fourth K by Hands, and that's the first out. It will now bring up McCovey. McCovey is 0 for 2. McCovey does have 2 bombs in this playoffs. Hands has got to be careful with them. Hands, 5-2, error on a throw. McCovey, 2-2. Nope, that's going to be a flyout. It'll go to Hickman in right field, and Hickman will make the catch, 2 down. And now Davenport. Davenport's 0 for 1 with a walk. Fans here at the stick looking at the scoreboard. It's a slim 2-1 lead. Hands, 1-1 against the righty. Strikeout, the 18 is high. Davenport, 4-5, base hit, center field. Davenport keeps the inning going. Davenport will get a hit, and it's his first hit of the game. And now a chance for Henderson. Henderson is 0 for 2. Davenport, not really a threat to do anything, and he won't. Hands will go ahead and pitch to Henderson. Fans here at the stick hoping Henderson can maybe get a hold of one. Henderson does have 2 bombs in the playoffs. Hands, 4-1. Range play at the park. Candlestick, 1-3. And that's a single plus to center field. Going after it is Don Young. His range is a 3. And he's got it. Side retired. And that was a big play. No runs and a hit for the Giants. 2-1 after 6 in this huge game 4. This may have been one of the best pitching matchups I've had since the Marichal-Seaver game of NLDS Game 1. Hands has only given up 3 hits. Marichal only 2. We definitely have a pitcher's duel tonight. Top of the 7th. Leading off for the Chi Cubs will be Let's Play 2, Ernie Banks. And he's 1 for 2. 2-1. Giants trying to win a game here and make game 5 a clincher. Cubs trying to win, send it back to Wrigley for at least the game 6. Marichal, 4-5, pitcher result, 10 is high. Banks, 2-2, and he popped out to third base. And getting under it is Davenport. He's actually in fair territory, but he's going to make the catch, 1 out. Dwayne Cameron joins us here at Candlestick Park. Here's Hundley. Hundley is 0 for 1 with a walk. Marichal, 3-5, hit by pitch. No, 15 is high. Hundley, 6-1, and he hits one to right field, but Bonds has got plenty of room. He puts out his glove, and he'll have plenty of ball. 2 away. And now here's Hickman. Hickman is 0 for 2. Marichal looking in. The fans here at the stick hoping Marichal can make a good pitch. Marichal, 5-5. It's a blank. Hickman, 6-4. And against the righty, it's a ground ball to third. That'll be handled there by Davenport. Takes his time, tosses it over, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the Cubs. Still 2-1 G-Men. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Tomorrow night, we go back to the junior circuit, back to Fenway Park for Game 4 of the American League Championship Series. The Baltimore Orioles against the Boston Red Sox. The Orioles still lead that series 2-1, as the Red Sox got a big win in Game 3. The Orioles will be sending gentleman Jim Palmer to the mound for them, and Mike Nagy will be pitching for the Red Sox. Must-win game for the Red Sox, trying to send it back to Memorial Stadium. The Orioles trying to clinch it in Boston. What will happen tomorrow night for Game 4 of that series? Orioles and Red Sox, Game 4 of the ALCS. That will be tomorrow on the network. And remember, don't forget, these are coming soon. Frank Rosenk joins us here at Candlestick Park. Bottom of the 7th here, NLCS Game 4. Giants lead the series 2-1. Giants lead the game 2-1 in a big time pitchers duel. Bill Hand still has a little bit left in the tank, and so does Marichal. Question is how long they're going to go. Dick Dietz leads off for the Giants. He is 0 for 2. Only 5 hits in this ball game. However, one of them was a two-run bomb. Hands will go ahead and he will pitch. Hands 6-2 blank. Dietz 4-3 base hit for Dietz. He'll hit one past third, and that's a leadoff single. The way this game is going, this game can be very tight. An extra run could be enough. Here comes Lanier. Lanier is 0 for 2. Lanier, an excellent bunter. Question is, do you want to bunt Dietz? Well, let's first see what the strategy roll is. And nope, he's going to swing away. Infield at double play depth. Dietz on it first. Hands will pitch. Hands 2-6. That is an automatic. Out. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. 2-2-3. Second base pivot. Beckert 0, 1-3. They got it. 2 outs. And that pretty much answered my question whether to let Marichal bat. Dietz grounds out into the 6-4-3 double play. That is the second double play the Giants have hit into. And the next batter is Marichal. And if there was runners on base, I probably would have pulled him. But Marichal is going to stay out there at least for a little longer. Hands will pitch. Hands 1-1 against the righty. Strikeout 1. The ball goes high. Marichal swings low, not even close. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. That is the 5th K. That is the 5th strikeout for Hands. And 1, 2, 3, go. Well, actually, no runs and a hit. My bad. They actually got to hit that ball that inning. My bad. They got to hit. So no runs and a hit, but the Giants can't cash in. Still leading 2-1 after 7. Marichal pitching like the Hall of Famer he is. Top of the 8th. Marichal has only allowed 2 hits in this ball game. And the 1 score was done by a sacrifice fly. Leading off for the Cubs will be Don Young. Young is 1 for 2. Hands is up next. Question is, are the Cubs going to let him bat? Marichal 2-6 against the righty. Strikeout. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He got Young. And that is the 5th K for Marichal. 1 down. Hands can pitch to 3 more batters before he tires. But I think here at the 8th inning, I don't think they would let him hit here in this case. The Cubs, I think, would go to the bench, and that's going to be it. So Hands is going to leave with the L, another L, even though he pitched a heck of a game. And coming on to pinch hit for the Cubs is going to be Paul Popovich. 284 average, a homer, and 18 RBIs in 69. So Popovich will pinch hit against Marichal. Marichal, 5-3, range play at the park. Candlestick. 1-2. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Hal Lanier. He was excellent. His range is a 5, and he's got it. Lanier will get it. He'll throw it over to first for out number 2. Lanier, very good ranging shortstop, and he'll get the pinch hitter. And now it's up to Kessinger. Kessinger is 0 for 3. 2 outs here. Top of the 8th. The fans here at Candlestick Park are loud. They are hoping for a big-time pitch by Marichal. Giants looking good. Kessinger sets up. Marichal will pitch. 3-2. Walk. Ball 4. He walked him. He walks Kessinger. And that is the 3rd walk issued by Marichal. It'll bring up Beckert. Beckert is 0 for 3. Still 2 outs, top of the 8th. Beckert doesn't have any home run power against Marichal, but he's a good against righties, but he's a good hitter. Kessinger on it first. Strategy rolls are still on. That's a 20. Marichal fires to first, and no! Kessinger just got back. Wow, Marichal very good at picking runners off, but he will not get Kessinger. Now Marichal will deal to Beckert. Fans again at the stick are loud. Marichal. 4-4. Strikeout 6. That's high. Beckert. A 3-6. And it's a fly ball to center field. And Willie Mays is going to get to it, make the catch, and retire the side. Nothing across except a walk. And it stays 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Steeler fan joins us here at Candlestick Park. Good to see Matt as always. Top of the order for the Giants. Bobby Bonds will lead off, and Jeremy Brooks joins us here. Bobby Bonds is 0 for 1, but he's walked and got hit by a pitch. Cubs need a pitcher. 3 righties coming on the mound, coming up to bat, and it's going to be Phil Regan. Regan is going to make another appearance. He has 2 saves in this postseason. But Phil Regan actually now trying to get a win. So Regan will be the 2nd Cub pitcher. And Marichal now 3 outs away from his 3rd win of the postseason. But Regan, now the Giants looking for some serious insurance. Regan will pitch. Regan, 3-1, blank. Bonds, 4-5. And that's hit the left field, but Billy Williams says he'll get to it. And he will, 1 down. Now here's Hunt. Hunt is 1 for 3. He's got a single. Regan looking on, and he'll pitch. 2-1, range play. Hunt, 6-5. That's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Santo. His range is a 4, and he's got it. Nice play by Santo. He picks it up and throws it over to first for the out. Nice play by Santo to make a big-time range play. And now the fans give up a big cheer for the Say Hey Kid. Mays is 1 for 2, but that 1 was the only scoring the Giants did in this game, a 2-run bomb. Clee baseball fan joins us here at Candlestick Park. So it's 2-1, and here comes the Say Hey Kid. Mays hit a bomb earlier in the game. Regan going to pitch to him. Man, 2 outs. Fans are at the stick hoping the Say Hey Kid can do it again. Regan looking on, and now he will throw. 2-1. Range play. Mays. 1-1. That's a ball hit to the shortstop. That's to Don Kessinger. It's a single pass short, but it's a range play. His range is a 4. Not this time. Base hit for Mays. Mays will get a single as Kessinger couldn't come up with it. And now here comes Stretch. McCovey is 0 for 3. And if Regan makes any kind of mistake, that ball's going to wind up in the Bay River. 2 men down. Mays on it first. The fans here at Candlestick are waving their towels. They're using their flash bulbs on their cell phones. Oh, yeah, 1969. Regan, they're using their flash bulbs on their old Kodak pocket cameras. I think they had those still in. I think they had that in that day. Or they're still the big cameras that they had, the ones that come out. Something like that. Mays on it first. Regan will pitch to McCovey. Strategy roll. Mays is going to stay where he is. Regan looking at McCovey. 2 men down here. Bottom of the 8th. A huge insurance run on first. Regan will go ahead and he will pitch. 1-3 against the lefty. It's an automatic out. And it's going to be a grounder to second base, picked up by Beckert. He throws to first for the out. Side retired. No runs and a hit for the Giants, but they have a 2-1 lead after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th, Juan Marichal. He can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. He is the best pitcher on the staff for the Giants. They're saying go out there and win us this game. But he'll have to go against the heart of the order of the Cubs. Billy Williams leads off. He is 0 for 3. Marichal will pitch to Williams here, top of the 9th, 2-1. Marichal is not tired. He can pitch to 2 more. Frank Lindsay ready to go for the Giants if necessary. Marichal or one of the others. Marichal looking in. Fans are at the stick, hoping Marichal, a Hall of Famer, can do it. Marichal, 4-3. That's a blank. Williams, 6-4. And it's a base hit past second base. The tying run is on. Williams will get a leadoff single. And now here's Santo. Santo is 0 for 2 with a walk. Infield is at double play. Williams on it first. Marichal will stay there. Fans here at the stick hoping Marichal can do it. Giant bullpen is ready. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 7. Williams on it first. Marichal will pitch. 1-2. Strikeout 9. That just missed. Santo, 5-2, and it's a ground ball to short. 3-2-3. Second base, pivot, Hunt, 0. 1-3. No, the throw's going to go to first. No chance to get Williams, but they will take the short out, but the tying run is at second base. So a grounder to short. Now moves the tying run at second, and here comes Banks. Banks is 1 for 3. Now Marichal is tired, and now we may see a new pitcher because an S1 will bring in Williams automatically. So let's see. The thing about Marichal, even tired though, Marichal is better than anybody else I pretty much put in there. I don't know. You know what? Marichal is a Hall of Famer, and I'm going to go with him. He's the best pitcher in the line. He's the best pitcher on the roster. Marichal is going to stay out there even tired. Williams is on second base, and yes, you pitch to Banks. You don't put the go-ahead run on. Banks is 1 for 3. Infield is back, 1 out. Williams on at second, tying run at second base. Fans here at Candlestick hoping Marichal can get it done. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Banks looking for something to hit. Marichal looking for him to strike him out. Marichal will pitch. 4-4. Strikeout 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Marichal gets a big strikeout, his 6th. He got Banks. And now the last chance for the Cubs is Randy Hundley. Hundley is 0 for 2 with a walk. Williams on at second. Marichal still looking in there. Hundley looking for the hit. Yes, as I said, you still pitch to Hundley. You do not put the go-ahead run on base. Marichal will go ahead and pitch to Hundley. Strategy roll. That's a 5, nothing happening. Williams stays at second. Marichal gets the sign from Dietz. The fans here at the stick are waving their towels, flashing their cell phones, calling everybody on their Apple iPhones, making, oh, well, they're not doing that in 69, but they're ready to go. Marichal sets up and he will pitch. 2-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Hundley, 3-5. And it's a ground ball to third. That's going to be picked up by Davenport. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. The Giants will squeak out the win. They win this game 2-1, and they are one game away from the World Series. Stadium cheers. Yay! No runs and a hit for the Cubs. What a job by Juan Marichal to get it done as he goes the distance. And the Giants are now one win away from the World Series with a chance to clinch it at home at Game 5. Final line score coming up. You couldn't have asked for a more tighter game than that. For the Giants, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. For the Cubs, 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. The winning pitcher is Juan Marichal. He'll go to 3-0 in the postseason. Poor Bill Hands can't catch a break. He takes the loss and drops to 0-4, and Marichal, of course, goes the distance. He cannot catch a break at all. And Juan Marichal gets it, and the Giants need 1 more to get to the 69 World Series. That was a tight game. 2 runs on one. The Giants scored 2 runs in the first inning. The Cubs scored 1 in a sacrifice fly in the second, and neither pitcher really gave up much of anything. Big win for the Giants, but their job to get to the series is not over yet. Tomorrow night, Game 4 of the American League Championship Series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Jim Palmer will be going for the Orioles. Mike Nagy goes for the Red Sox. Palmer has been excellent. Nagy has been struggling. He's got to pitch a great game tomorrow night. Orioles still lead that series 2-1. What will happen tomorrow night? ALCS Game 4, Orioles and Bo Sox. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Juan Marichal. Even though Willie Mays hit the 2-run bomb, Marichal's definitely your player of the game. Giants win it tonight 2-1. They lead this National League Championship Series 3-1. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.